on in. Have you taken the house tour yet?
Hi. Ooh.
Have you taken the house tour?
No, I'm going in.
Oh, okay. All right. This is usually the last stop on the house tour, but you're welcome to join us, and I'll explain what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
There's a lot of wood.
Yes, those are woodworking tools. So in addition to this building, there used to be a barn, a butcher shop, and an ice house.
Oh, wow.
So over by the driveway, you can see the brick foundations for the ice house.
Okay.
So, but this was a farm, a working farm. This Green Halleck was a businessman. He basically would do whatever he needed to do to provide for his family and have extra so he could sell it to other people.
Wow.
So-
he would sell meat out of the butcher shop, the
Correct.
butcher?
He had
Oh, wow.
cows for the milk.
Nice.
Downstairs you saw the chicken coops.
Chicken coop,
Chickens
yeah.
had it pretty nice.
Yeah.
Plenty more chickens than he needed for him or his boarders, but he sold the eggs and the chickens to others.
Wow.
So he could make extra money that way. In fact, if he had to deliver a chicken to a neighbor, he would use this chicken suitcase. Basically, the
Oh,
chicken goes in
man.
there, and then you put it on the back of the wagon, hook up the horse, and you bring it over to the neighbor. So you could say,
That's how he delivered the chicken.
right, you could sell it to a rooster.
That is so cool.
It's very odd.
So back here are all the implements, because there's no electricity, late 1800s, early 1900s, everything was either done by hand or an animal, right? So you've got rakes and shovels, and then you've got plows here. You know, this plow was pulled by a horse, this one was pushed by a person.
He was a farmer.
He was a farmer, yes, he grew corn, wheat, he had cows,
He was.
yep. And then, and this is a tack pole, so you have all the things you need to hook a horse up to whatever, including a sleigh. You know what these are?
Oh, look. Bells.
Sleigh bells.
Oh!
Right? He could hook his horse up to his sleigh bell.
Sounds just like Santa Claus.
He had 4 girls, 1 boy. So the girls, it wasn't all work, they did have fun. So
Oh, I
there's
feel
a
bad
little,
for the boy.
yeah, there's a little pony cart. So the girls could hook the pony up here and they could go for rides. He would sit here.
Wow.
And do the pony. Or you could ride the pony, right? You were pointing up here. This is a side saddle for a girl to put on a pony. So, and there's another one over there that's slightly larger.
Because they always wore dresses, so they would sit on the side of the horse.
Right. So instead of straddling the horse, both legs go on one side. You can tell because it has 2 horns
What is
up top
this?
here.
Hold on.
Oh,
That's
how
a
you know
grindstone
what
to
size.
sharpen tools. It's
Okay.
actually powered by a
Like
child.
sharpener.
Yes,
Sharpener.
right. So basically, a child would grab the handle and rotate it, and then somebody would put a piece of metal against this to sharpen it to make a sharp blade.
Wow.
Like making something?
Yes, in fact, I can show you. So basically, the blades like this that go inside of a plane. Basically, you would sharpen the edge of this blade using that grindstone.
Okay.
So, and the blades were put into tools like this is a plane, right? So here's the metal blade, and it comes out the bottom here, and the handle is broken, but you would hold it here and here, and you would go across the wood to make the wood smooth.
It was
Right, so you could make a board like this. You had to hold the board in place, so you would use, what's this? So a woodworking bench like this would have holes. These are called dog holes. And this is a hole down. So you drop this hole down like this. You want to give it a whack? Whack it right on top. Real good and hard. Yeah, there you go. See?
Nice.
Now it's stuck.
Oh, wow. That
Now you
works
can't, now you
good.
can't move it. Now to loosen it, hit it back here. There you go. Now it's
See?
loose. See that?
cool.
Very good. Thank you for helping out.
Who figured that?
See?
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
The hole is just slightly larger than the piece of metal, so when you
Wow.
whack it, it gets cocked in the hole
Okay.
and it gets stuck by friction. So the workbench has to be pretty thick to make it work.
Right.
A
Oh,
thin-
yeah, it
a
is
thin bench,
thick.
thin bench wouldn't work at all.
So he's make like these little holes?
Well, you'd use a drill like this. This is actually called a brace and a bit.
See?
So something like this is what you would use to make the holes. No
Did they
electricity.
Use that?
They had to
Yeah,
crank
no
everything with their
electricity.
hand, no
Everything-
electric.
Right, you just rotate it like this.
Yeah. Get tired quick, huh?
Very
So they was really strong though.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So then you
That
have
yours-
planes like this, in the wood like this, and basically this little blade makes the groove. And this here controls how deep the groove is, and this is the distance from the edge of the wood to the groove. It's called a
Wow.
fence. And all these knobs basically can make this change into something else. You can change all these various dimensions.
It's amazing.
Then we have planes like this. This is called a spill plane.
A spoon plate?
Yep. So if you want to watch this piece, watch this hole, right? So I'm gonna take this plane, I'm gonna run it over this piece of wood. Ready? Watch right here.
Oh.
Wow.
You want one?
Like-
Here you go, I'll make another one.
It
Yeah.
looks like a straw. Looks like a straw.
Exactly.
Is that unbelievable?
So this is
Yeah.
called, this is
but
called a
it's
spill,
thin cut.
A spill.
right? So basically use this to transfer a flame. So you would put this in the fireplace and light the end of it, and then you would use it to light a candle or a lantern or your
Okay.
pipe or whatever it is. Matches were very expensive, so rather than
That
use
time.
matches, you would just use a piece of wood like this called a spill.
Wow.
So in the house tour, there's a jar of these sitting on the mantelpiece above the fireplace. So they're always
Okay.
handy, because you always had a fire going, whether in the fireplace in the wintertime or in the summer kitchen, the stove was always going.
Right.
Because it was too difficult to try to heat up over and over. So you just maintain the heat all summer long, which is why
Okay.
it's outside the house. Because it's
Okay.
too hot to run the stove in the summertime. House has no air conditioning.
Yeah.
Where did you get all of these woods?
Where did,
You got the woods. How did the farmer get the woods?
oh, he would cut down the trees.
Yeah.
Right? He would cut down the trees using an axe, and then he would use all these different tools to make planks of wood like this
Look, Rudra
out
here.
of the tree.
So you couldn't just go to Home Depot.
You're welcome.
Yeah, right?
You taking the house tour yet?
It's unbelievable.
Okay, you can take the house tour if you want.
And you know what
It's
too?
using the
Because they
last
didn't have
stop.
electric, there was no refrigerator, so they used the ice to keep the food
So
cold.
these make the tree cut.
Anytime, you just walk over to the.
So
They
that's
look
how
just
I-
like the Frozen movie, actually.
Yeah.
Remember they had the handle and they were
Yeah,
going
and
like
then-
that
yeah.
when they were singing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
So these
So that time, like, it's too hard to,
Yeah, I
survive.
can't imagine.
Wow.
no, farmer don't.
Now we don't have to do anything.
You can go across to the pump house, because there's a well and a steel tank up top, that's how they got their water.
Oh, wow.
And there was a belt on here that went through an opening in the side of the building here. Hooked up to this weird mechanism. It was a seesaw. As this turned, it hasn't moved in a long time. It used to. It was a seesaw, and in the other side of the building is where the well was. The well is under here. Water was piped up to a big casket, wooden casket upstairs. And then it was gravity fed out to the house and to a barn that was in the back.
Go inside. See?
They have knife.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool. Let me check and fly.
It's not going to open, maybe.
Fake. I'm a fake. Fake. Dining table later. Dining table later. I'm like a fridge. No, I smell chicken.
Look, the stove. Let's go.
No, I see more. It's okay.
This may be to go outside. Come.
No, they have play somewhere.
Oh, see?
No
Wow.
food no seeking.
Yeah.
I'm like a food.
Tak, tak.
Hmm.
Come.
Mama, come.
Go. Wow. Rudra, wait. Go and sit over there. Sit. Hi. Rudra,
Are
sit.
you part of the tour?
Yeah.
Carrie and Diane and
Yeah.
Dennis.
Dennis and his wife.
I love pianos.
It's a nice house.
Oh, so you got the best couple.
My favorite.
Thank you.
Cheryl does tours
I
for
have
us.
to give you a soup container.
Oh, yes.
Very good.
Now, how do you, I was trying to think what to do, because I do have a crock pot. We could do the crock pot.
So right in front, that's the front right there. That's the front door probably.
Rudra, come here.
Wow. Somebody's supposed to ride here. Look.
Fireplace, Rudra, look.
Real.
Tara,
What is this?
আসো। Rudra, come. আবু আগে ঘুরে শেষ করো।
আমি গম্বল খেতে পারবো না।
গার্বেজ। আসো আসো, কাম। রুদ্র চলে আসো। Hold on, Rudra.
They have cut down a lot of trees. I'm gonna go outside. Can I have a coloring book?
No, Rudra, you have a lot of color in house, right?
But I don't have coloring book. I'm not a look. You can go inside.
No.
Wow. Look at that.
Come. Wow.
What? You're dirty.
আসো। আসো, রুদ্র। আব্বু, come. Ooh. Hold on. How many floors is 3? Hold on, Rudra.
It's not, like I said, it's not like this.
You wanna go? Wait.
No.
Why?
No, it looks scary.
Why is it looking scary, Rudra?
নিচে ছিল উপরে যেতে চাই না
কেন? You scared, Rudra?
নিচে চলো